Our team has developed over a half a dozen powerful AI prompts and bots specifically designed to streamline your social media process and take your online presence to the next level. This optimized prompt makes it easy to generate compelling posts that highlight the value of joining your live stream. The first step is to go to the link in the description and then go to line item 2 right here, which is an optimized prompt for creating social media content and announcing live stream schedules. And you'll see this is pretty long. You'll need to grab the whole thing. But before you do, the bracketed selections right here are individual inputs you'll need to give that are unique to your church. Just for reference, I put in a doc, the entire prompt, and then went and entered my unique details here. I made up a few events for a made-up church to do this. Once you get all that set up, you would want to copy the whole prompt with your details from objective down, and then go to a large language model of your choice. So whatever chat interface you prefer, I'm going to use ChatGPT. I pasted it in here. It's got this loading, which means it's generating. You scroll down and you can see it actively do its work. ChatGPT decided to do all the posts in one go, which you might not want to do depending on your preferences. You might want to break these up individually. Here is a LLM I like to use called Claude 3 Sonnet. And I just entered the same thing in there and it generated a different option. It gives multiple posts, which is a little bit more helpful because you're going to likely post these things out more than once. This is why I'm partial to the Claude family of LLMs. The free bots we created for churches to use in Poe currently use the Claude family of models to power them. The last one is Llama, and I just went in and had it create one. I found this was the best. It gave more emojis. Usually emojis capture attention, break up the text a little bit. It also gives you a few tips at the bottom, you as the poster, and suggests some video elements. Depending on what model you use, the prompt will yield different results. That's why I like using Poe. You can switch between the language models to get different ideas. Want to create and share inspiring posts? Whether you want to focus on themes like hope, love, or faith, or create content for special occasions, this prompt has you covered. The prompt is designed to work as a bot. Once you enter in the command details, it will guide you through a process of requesting the information it needs to generate inspirational posts. The first step that you'll need to take is to go to the link in the description. Once you do that, scroll down to the inspirational quote post bot, select the specific material, then go to the large language model of your choice. I'm going to choose ChatGPT 3.5. You can choose any model you would like. I've tested the bot in multiple LLMs, including Llama 3 and Claude. It has worked well in those two. The first step is to just copy and paste the whole thing in here. It's going to process for a bit. Then it's going to need unique details to create posts tailored to your church. So what you'll need to do is go and answer each of these questions. For example, what theme or occasion would you like the content to focus on? You can put any one of those options that it has in parentheses or one of your choosing. What content format do you prefer? which social media platforms you plan to use, how often you would like to post the content, and do you have any specific customization or branding requirements? I went in and answered those details for a mock church, and I'm going to put those into the prompt as follow-up details. You don't have to use the A, B, C, D, or E format, but it tends to work better if you mirror the questions that way. Then it will provide multiple posts that you can use. If you are dissatisfied with those and you would like more social posts, that's fine. You can just ask it to continue, and then it'll create more posts. Attendance is important for any church event. And one way to help grow that attendance is through social media posts, prompting them. We have built a prompt that does that for you, or a lot of the legwork. To access it, go to the link in the description. Once you're there, scroll down to the AI prompt for church event posts. If you're curious how to get there, because it's kind of a long article, you can just click here and it will anchor you to each individual section. Then you'll have to scroll down to the social media section, then the specific posts. All the posts are usually bracketed in these asterisks, specifically when they use a bot. Just highlight the whole material. It's pretty long, but the AI can handle it. Once you're done with that, you'll have to pick a large language model of your choice. In this one, we could pick llama here. Then enter your prompt in here. It's going to take a minute because it's a longer one. It introduces itself as a persona or a bot. It requests certain details. I'm just going to ask another AI to respond to these questions. ChatGPT is fine for this. You'll want to enter your own details in. It gave me a full readout of fictional details that I can use for the prompt. Yours is probably not going to be as detailed. It doesn't have to be, but the more details you do provide, the better. So keep that in mind. Now I'm just going to take this and go into the bot and ask it to create me some social media posts based on these details. It's going to switch from the post persona back into the bot. As you can see here, it will do that from time to time. Watch for it to shift personas throughout your message, as there may be some instructional text it is giving you from the bot's perspective to help you understand how to post it. In general, it's always a good idea to review what it creates for you anyways. Maybe adjust it a little bit to add your own spin and add your own personality. Sometimes you may need to create social posts around a particular season or holiday. That's why we created a liturgical calendar prompt. This prompt works as a bot, so all you need to do is copy and paste this information. Now that I have that copied, and again, you can get the link to all these prompts in the description, then I'm going to go to Poe. I liked what Claude did when I tested it, but I liked Llama just to hear more. So I'm going to try this one. I'm just going to enter in the prompt that we grabbed from the blog and paste it here. The model will process for a moment. It is going to welcome you as the liturgical calendar bot and ask for a few details. For the purposes of this demonstration, I asked another bot to create dummy details to these questions. So I'm going to say I'm a Catholic church that wants posts generated for the liturgical calendar from January 1st to March 31st. list in the preferred types of content that I want, the desired frequency, and detail some significant themes. As you can see, it thanks me for the details. It creates a list of posts for that time frame. As always, read through them to make sure the bot provides you with the right details. Depending on what AI you are using, it may offer different results. Even when I entered this in a few times to test it, about 1 in every 5, it would give me something like this, where it's just outlining the content. If that happens, you can always prompt for more detail. So I would try to go to the chat and say, I need you to provide the posts for each of the 13 weeks. Try again. And it will use all the information it had before to come up with an answer. That's one of the weird quirks you get with AI. Most of the time it will do what it's supposed to, but sometimes you just need to prompt it again. Next up, we're going to discuss how you can create engagement posts. These posts are usually polls and surveys. The value of these posts are that they create engagements. Engagements are valuable because they are signals to the algorithms of Facebook, Instagram, and other social media that your posts are engaging. To save you time on creating these engagement posts, we created a prompt. It functions as a bot, so all you'll need to do is copy and paste the whole text in between these asterisk lines. Once you do that, go to a large language model. Enter in your text. I'm choosing Claude Sonnet for this one. I thought it worked the best. It's going to process for a minute, and it's going to want some details. I already created some details with ChatGPT for this demonstration. I'm just going to go and put those in and hit enter. For this prompt, I put under my desired topics or themes, Christian living, personal testimonies, community service opportunities. For the types of interactive content, I put all the ones I could think of. Discussion starters, polls, frequency of posting was set to weekly. I put 18 to 35 for age range. And for goals, I put encouraging deeper connections among members. That does sound a little vague. You can be more specific and add as many details as you like. The more specific you are, the better results you're going to get, because there is less leeway for the AI to interpret a direction that might be different from your intent. Now it looks like the results are in. So I got discussion starters and polls. The polls feature multiple choice questions. If these are unsatisfactory to you, you can always prompt it to create more. Please create more and hit enter. Sometimes if you're just not liking what one large language model is giving you, go to different ones. For example, I tried to do it in Mistral, which is a different option. I didn't like it as much as Claude in this one. It gave fewer options, but the options were a little bit more detailed and had some emojis. So there was some good and some bad. Overall, you'll want to try as many as you can and pick and choose between the ones you like the most. This is a versatile tool. It does a lot of the functions that all the other social prompts and bots do. It's just combined into one bot. Because the bot's purpose is so expansive and it can do a lot of things in more detail than the other prompts, we had to build it as an actual bot within a program. So we did it in 2 of them. The first one is ChatGPT's social media builder for churches. This one is free if you have a premium OpenAI account. As of now, any GPT from OpenAI requires a premium account. If you're not subscribing to OpenAI's ChatGPT Premium, you don't need to. You can get by with the free large language models, which are pretty good. You can access many free ones in Poe to save you time. And because the prompt won't work if you put it in a chat like llamas, it's just too long and it's too much for it to cover in one. We built a bot in Poe, which you can access by clicking this link. It'll take you here. The bot is based off of Claude 3's Sonnet. The opening screen will introduce itself and ask you to do one of four things. These prompts are the best ones for it. It is best to stick with A, B, C, or D. However, you can go off script and ask it to do something social media related. It will take you through all the prompts and details it needs. To demonstrate the tool, I'm going to select B. I want help with a church event or fundraiser. As before, it's asking for some details. I'm going to create a fake event for the demonstration. I'm going to use ChatGPT 3.5. The reason why I picked that was ChatGPT 3.5, the free version, usually provides more sparse answers, which is what you will likely want to provide. After all, the whole purpose of the prompt is to limit the amount of writing you need to do. Then go put your details in and hit enter. Let's scroll down and see what it provided. Sometimes it does ask for more clarification or provides you its outline first. In that case, it just wants you to review the outline to make sure it has the right details. If it does that, just ask it to create the post from the outline if everything is fine. If you have adjustments in that outline, tell the bot what adjustments you need, and it will provide you with posts that fit your intent. I like what it gave me, so I'm going to hold on to it and keep it. But as always, if you want to get more posts, you can always ask it to please continue or provide more. If you want to start all over, you can. To do that, you would just need to go to the image right here, click on it, and then click New Chat. Or if you want to go outside the four basic functions after this, you can simply ask it to create posts on a different purpose, such as a specific theme or upcoming sermon series that you want to promote. Let's say I have a sermon series about being a good neighbor, and I want some social media posts. I would just ask a bot to create posts, and it has created posts on being a good neighbor. The longer you go with this chat, the more it will learn about your preferences. It is always a good idea to keep everything within the chat window unless you want to start over with a basic function, like one of the four that we discussed in the beginning, such as inspiring Bible quotes, upcoming church events, create posts on a liturgical calendar, and create posts designed to inspire interactions such as polls. And that about covers everything within the spot. We do have more social media prompts you can use, particularly one on generating volunteer announcements to get more people to sign up for events or functions. We also have more time-saving church prompts. You can find a link to those within the article description. If you need tools such as a complete social media kit, we also have that linked in the description. It comes with over 100 social media posts, a guide that we put together, and additional materials. Last of all, if you need help with anything else, we have a team here that is always trying to create new tools and materials to help churches like yourself. Just drop us a comment with any ideas, and we'll try to get to them as quickly as possible. Please be sure to subscribe to the channel to make sure you get the latest helpful content as soon as it becomes available. Thank you.